Hi there. All protocols highly observed with all due respect. I go by the name Prince Said. One more time. This is a special video that I am making to all all the people that are willing to come to Brazil as an exchange student or to study the language that they speak over here, which is Portuguese. I'm talking about the Brazilian Portuguese. Well, this is a vital information. Now, think about one thing. There is an American English exam that you write called TOEFL, and there is the Cambridge one as well. There is IELTS and etc. So the Brazilian CELPE-BRAS is just like TOEFL, okay? Now, if you are willing to teach Portuguese, you need this certificate. And to get this certificate, you have to write this exam called CELPE-BRAS. Now, take a look at this. If you check my videos back, I did a video about how I came to Brazil. I came as an exchange student, right, called PECJ. And after a year, you are inclined to write a test called CELPE-BRAS. And what is the meaning of CELPE-BRAS? It signifies Certificado de Proficiência em Língua Portuguesa para Estrangeiros. Well, so that is it. One more time, Certificado de Proficiência em Língua Portuguesa para Estrangeiros, which is a certificate of Portuguese language to strangers. So with this certificate, you are able to teach Portuguese anywhere, and you can also use it to apply for schools in Brazil, and also to get your student visa. Because of course, if you're gonna come over to Brazil, the embassy is gonna ask you if you speak Portuguese. And if you tell them, yes, I do, so they want to know which region you are from. For example, if you're from Angola, they speak Portuguese naturally there, so they're not even going to request for that. It's just going to be a visa. A road to getting your student visa. It's going to be so easy to get a student visa actually with you already speaking Portuguese. Now, if you do not speak Portuguese, and then they will ask you to prove that you speak Portuguese, then the certificate of self-impress is what you will give to them. All right. So let's get it started. Now, right here it says postos aplicadores do self-impress. What does that mean? These are the only branches that the Ministry of Education in Brazil allows and authorized to apply these exams. Now, starting from Brazil first, which is the first place where we are going to start thinking about. Now, for example, if you are outside of Brazil and you want to decide to come to Brazil to study the language, which is even way better than you studying in your country. Now, let's take a look at these two things. What happens if I study Brazilian Portuguese in Brazil? The advantage is that you will study in classroom and you have chances of speaking as well with people every time when you get to the street. If you go to a shopping mall, anywhere you go, you are inclined to speak the language. You are subdued to speaking the language with people, and that helps you practice the language. That helps you to get help from them as well. In fact, if you make mistakes, they will correct you, and so on and so forth. You get to make friends and all that. Now, the disadvantage is that you're not going to be close to your family, nor people that you know. Nobody speaks English. I mean, I'm not going to say nobody speaks English. I mean, a lot of people speak English here as well, but they are rare, very, very rare. Okay. Now, so the disadvantage of you learning in your own country is that you only learn in the classroom, and when you're out of the classroom, you end up forgetting because you will not have access to people to speak Portuguese, and you will not be able to interact with people. So that is why it is best for you to come over to Brazil. Of course, you're going to spend a lot of money, so that is part of the disadvantages in it, but you will still have chances of speaking the language. It took me just 1 year to learn the language. Okay, so that's it. Now, starting from the Brazilian region, Região Norte, which is the North region, okay, we have the University of Amazonas, Universidade Federal do Amazonas. If you choose, okay, don't forget, if you want to come to Brazil, you have to pick a state where you want to stay, right? So if you decide I'm going to Brazil now, pick a state. So these are the states right here. There are so many options for you. We have Amazonas. The address where you will learn is this very address right here. It's a university, you see. So there is no way you want to come over here and then study and then you want to enroll into maybe a private school or whatever. It is risky because there are a lot of private people acting like a private school and they just take your money and run off. Right here, you're dealing with the government, the Brazilian government. So this is what the Brazilian government recommends. They call them MEC, Ministério da Educação, the Ministry of Education of Brazil. So right here, we have the teacher that is responsible. So this is the email. You write an email, just write it in English to them. They speak English, okay? Write your email in English and direct it directly to this institution, and put the name of this teacher that is responsible. You see, it says responsible. What is responsible? Responsible. That's what you want to go ahead and do. So we have the email. There are three different emails right here. If I were you, I would put all three in the CC section of the email. Those are the recipients, okay? And then I'll put it there. Applying for Portuguese classes, okay? Or Selfie Brass. Just right, applying for Selfie Brass, okay? Or application for Selfie Brass. Just make it simple like the application for Selfie Brass. And then you write your letter. Hi there. My name is blah, 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 blah. So my purpose of writing this letter is I want to enroll for Selfie Brass exam. How do I get by? What are the recommendations? What do I require? Blah, blah, blah. You just put it there and then they will respond to you, and that's it. You are ready to go. Once you get your documents and everything, okay, they will give you some document. This document that you get are what you will then put together with every other thing that you might need and take it to the embassy. Embassy will give you 100% of visa, okay, for you to go and study in this school. Once you're done with this school, what do you do next? The certificate that you get, and then you enroll in a private school or in any public school, whatever. That's how you go. They will now give you another document. This document is what you will now take to Paraguay, maybe another country in the outskirts of Brazil, which is close by. You don't have to go back to your country, which is what I did. I went to Paraguay in Cidade del Leste, in Asunción. You understand? So I went through Foz do Iguaçu. I went by bus from Brasilia down there. And then when I got there to the embassy, it took me just one day. They gave me the visa, another student visa, you understand, to study in the country, which takes roughly a year. Every year you have to renew that visa, because every year you have to renew your matric or something like that in school. Okay, so yes, you have to renew your contract with the school, and that's how it goes. So that's number one. We have University of Amazonas. The next one is University of Pará. Okay, so we have Universidade Federal do Pará, which is another option for whoever is willing. Now, I have a friend that lives in Pará, and you want to go there, go ahead. That's it. The teacher responsible for this is José Carlos Chaves da Cunha. So you can go ahead. That is the address. That is if you wish to send a letter, if you wish to call, in fact, you can do all of that and you don't have any problem. Going to the next part, we have Universidade Federal do Amapá. Wow, this is Amapá, another city. You have the phone number. The teacher responsible for this is Professor Olaci da Costa Cavallo. Okay, you can go ahead and write a letter as well, call, and you have the option to also send email to them. Okay, no problem. Going to the next one, we have Universidade Federal de Roraima. Roraima is another city here in Brasilia, and the teacher responsible is Ricardo Wagner Silveira Oliveira. Okay, so that's it. Here you have it. We have options of sending a letter, calling them, sending a fax, or sending an email as well. Okay, don't worry. Any question that you have, you can go ahead and ask me any question that you might want to ask me, okay, in the comment section below. All right, and going to the next one, we have the Centro-Oeste, okay, which is the area where I stay. Okay, when I came to Brazil, okay, this is exactly the university where I did mine. Okay, so this is something that I went through, and I am trying to share it with you, or I'm sharing with you actually, so that you have a glimpse of what I did. Mine is PEP4. In fact, I could have just prepared to have the paper right next to me here, but I don't have it with me right here. But it's all good, no problem. Right here, Universidade de Brasília, we call it UNB. So, Instituto de Letras, okay, which is the institution of literature, okay? Departamento de Línguas Estrangeiras e Tradução, okay? So, I came through this program, and this has been the best ever for me. Okay, this was the address that I went directly to and where I started my Portuguese classes. In fact, it was with this very um uh professor right here, Priscilla Lopez. She is the one that will take care of it. I mean, I'm talking about 2004, 2004, and she's still there. You see that? So you can go ahead and send them email, call them. They speak English. Don't worry, they have people to speak English, so you don't have to worry at all. I told you that already. Okay, so you will. Uh, in fact, when you get there, you will see other students there that are actually strangers just like you. In fact, in my class, we had Najara, which is from Spain. We had Johnson, who is an American. We had some guys from I think is from Gabon, uh, some Gabonese, some people from Costa do Marfim, which is Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, we have people from different countries, and we were about I think 15 in the country in the classroom. I think they only take roughly maximum of 15 students in the classroom, so the class doesn't look too crowdy and rowdy and all that. All right, so that's it. You can go ahead and send them email on petfall@unb.br. Okay, or going to the next part here, which is região Nordeste. Okay, which is northeast, the northeast region. So Universidade Federal da Bahia, UFBA. That's it. Here you have it. We have the teacher who is responsible is Iracema Luiza de Souza. And now going to the next part, Universidade Federal do Paraíba. The responsible teacher is Professor Pedro Farias Francelino. Okay, you have options of calling, sending email or fax. I think they don't have fax in this one here. They have the email, so there are two possible emails that you can go ahead and send um, your emails to them directly, and they'll take care of every whatever may be your own personal case. Okay, right here we have another university, Universidade Federal de Pernambuco. Yes. Oh, for example, you decide I want to go to Pernambuco. That's it. Here you have it. Just send an email directing it straight to Claudia Mendonça de Oliveira, which is the teacher responsible for this region. In region Sudeste, which is southeast, right here we have Universidade Estadual de Campinas. Okay, see, I am doing this because I came as an exchange student as well, and I never used to speak Portuguese. I learned everything in here at UMB. That's where I learned my Portuguese, and I speak fluently. Okay, so right here we have telephone and also another option for you. And then if you want to fax them, that's it. Here you go. We have Universidade Metodista, Unidade São Bernardo, responsável, professora Michie Kunishi Yamamoto. This is actually a Japanese who actually has probably a Japanese descendant or something like that. And then you see, I mean, it's a school where you'll find a lot of people. You will find Americans, you will find British people there learning the language. There's some of them that came to Brazil to get married, and for them to be able to actually interact, communicate, and do all sorts of things that they might want to do. Some of them even came to start a company here. And so imagine you came to start a company, but you cannot interact with people. So here you have it. There's an option over here. Okay, so there are two emails though. Don't forget, you see, I'm just trying to highlight them. You see, it starts from Sileni. So do not take this it's just right after this .br. That's where it stops. Okay, so be very careful when you taking out the emails. Right here we have Universidade Metodista, Unidade São Paulo. Okay, the teacher who is responsible is Michie. Okay, I think it's just the same person. Yeah, I think right here they have two universities. Okay, we have Metodista. Let me see. I think they are actually repeating. Yeah, it's just like there are two different units. Okay, there are two different units, but in the same location in São Paulo. Okay, the first one is the first unit, and then the second unit, but she takes care of the both branches. Okay, so Michie Konishi Yamamoto. And then going straight to the next part here, we have Universidade Federal de São Carlos. Okay, professor responsável, Lúcia Maria de Assunção Barbosa. That is the name of the teacher who is responsible. You can go ahead and call and send email. In fact, if they don't speak English, don't worry, just request and ask, can I speak to somebody that speaks English? They will find somebody and then respond to you, because these are schools called language schools, so they have professionals to speak English. Universidade Federal Fluminense, okay? Unidade Federal Fluminense. Sorry, sometimes I just I crack up with my Portuguese. It's okay, that happens. All right, so that's it. You have the address, and then and so we have Universidade Federal de Minas Gerais, okay? That's another option. Guys, don't worry. This very list right here, I will put the link down below, okay? Don't worry. You will just have to go there, access it, click on it, and then you have access to the list. And you can also download it. It's in PDF, okay? So we have Universidade Federal do Rio de Janeiro, okay? Professora responsável, we have Ana Catarina Moraes Ramos, Nobre de Melo. So if you're writing, direct it directly to her. So anybody that receives the email will then forward your email directly to the person who is responsible. Okay, because if you do not put the person who is responsible to it, people will just see it and they will just ignore. But actually, they will not ignore, because they know you are going to pay, because they're going to charge you. It's not for free. So they want client. Who doesn't want client? They all want students. Okay, Universidade Estadual de Londrina. That's another option for you. We have Viviane Futoso. Okay, endereço, campus universitário, caixa postal. We have 601. Okay, sorry, 6001. Okay, sorry about that. And then we have CEPI. What is CEPI? CEPI is just the PO box. Okay, PO box, and there you have it. Universidade Federal do Paraná. Another option for you. You can go ahead and email them. Professor responsável, Terumi Couto Bonetti Vilauba. Vilauba. Okay, so Universidade Federal do Rio Grande do Sul. Instituto de Letras, Programa de Português para Estrangeiros. You see, it says Portuguese program for strangers, for immigrants. Okay, you see that? So this is going to help you a lot. I mean, this is going to help you a lot. I mean, I'm giving you a 100% legit information where people will not dare to scam you at all. Universidade Federal de Santa Catarina. This is in the southern part of Brazil now. Okay, where we are right here. I've been to the southern part. I mean, I went to Florianopolis. That's the baddest beach that they have here in Brazil. I mean, there you will only find strangers there, Americans, Argentinians, and they share a border with the Argentine. So over there, oh my God, that's a beautiful beach right there. I love that place. I mean, it's a place that you can always go to relax with your family, friends, and blah blah blah. Okay, it was myself and my other Nigerian friends. We went over there for something we call collision course. So all of us from all the states, we all met up over there, and then we rented a big house where we stayed for just 15 days, and it was nice. So, but we're not talking about traveling today. We're talking about how to get a student visa and how to also enroll in a Portuguese class. Universidade Federal de Santa Maria. Here we go. Professora responsável. This one does not have a teacher who is responsible. Probably they at this very moment when they posted this information, they didn't have somebody who is responsible. They must have sacked the person that was there or fired that person, and now they probably are still looking for somebody. But in fact, there should be somebody to attend to you. That's not a problem. Okay, it's a school, so if the person responsible is not there, that doesn't mean the school is closed up. Universidade Regional de Noroeste do Estado de RS. I think that is Rio Grande do Sul as well. So we have Professora Responsável, which is the teacher who is responsible, Tania Maria Nomemashi. Nonemashi. Yeah, that's a different name. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's it. You have emails and also fax. You can also call them if you wish to. We have Universidade Regional Integrada do Alto Uruguai e das Missões. Okay, so you can go ahead and talk to them as well. Now, if you are one of my YouTube fans and you are watching right now, this we're done with Brazilian region. Okay, that is just for Brazil. Okay, that is for you that are willing to come from outside and come into Brazil. Now, if you wish, okay, I don't want to go to Brazil. I want to stay in my country and study this language. What do you recommend? Now, these are my recommendations. The same recommendation from Ministério da Educação of Brazil. Okay, these are the international based authorized authorized branches. Okay, now let's start with Alemania. What is Alemania? Alemania signifies Germany. Okay, so these are for the German people. If you are in Germany, it doesn't mean even if you are a resident there, you're from another country and you're living there, you're Nigerian, you're Ghanaian, you're an American, you're from England or whatever, all right, you're French, and you stay in Germany. This is the address you want to go straight to. Okay, Friedrich Schiller University in Jena. Okay, so responsável, that is the Professora Rosa Cunha Enkel. Don't forget, guys, these people are Brazilians. They are only transferred to the foreign countries, okay, to take care of these institutions. Okay, they are still Brazilians, and yes, they speak English. Okay, you can go ahead and send email to her. She will give you every information fast. They are very fast to respond. Okay, Argentina. For those that are in Argentina, this is the address that you want to go straight to. You can drive there and then talk to them about it. They will let you know. And then this is the easiest way for you to get a Brazilian student visa. You understand? Because once you're done, you can go ahead and tell them, okay, I want to get a Brazilian visa to study in Brazil, and then they'll tell you, yes, don't worry. They will give you, they can give you all the information that you want. You understand? Now we have this is still for Argentina. Okay, for those that are waiting to go to Argentina, so we have in Buenos Aires, which is the capital of Argentina. If you're staying there, this is the very address that you want to go straight to, or you can go ahead and call them or send them email as you wish. We have Universidade Nacional del Litoral. Okay, in Santa Fe, in Argentina. We're still in Argentina. Another option for those that are still in Argentina. We still have more options right here on Universidade Nacional del Nordeste, okay? Província do Taco, okay? Yo no hablo español, mas yo hablo un poquito. I speak Spanish just a little bit, okay? So, but I'm still learning, okay? Universidade Nacional de Córdoba. We are still in Argentina, so there are several options for Argentina. Okay, for those that are living in Argentina, and there you go. Don't forget in this part here, you see it says I underscore MOACIR. Okay, there is an underscore right there. Okay, but you're gonna have this list because I'll post the link down below. Austria. Austria is in Europe, right? Thank you. So right here we have another address. If you are in Austria and you want to know how to come to Brazil, that's another option for you. Okay, there is email, there is the phone call that you can call and all that. Bolivia, okay. ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano de la Colombia? ¿Cómo estás? Bueno. So we have the people from Colombia. This is the address you want to go, and then you can partake in the Selfie Brass program. Okay, this is all based on exchange program. Okay, for anybody who is willing to come over to Brazil to study. Of course, you need the language before you can start studying. Don't forget, in schools they do not speak English; they speak only Portuguese, and they don't have any school that is all round 100% English. No, doesn't exist. Even the American schools here, they are all in Portuguese. Okay, they just have English classes separately. All right. So we have Universidade de Tecnologia Privada de Santa Cruz de la Sierra, Universidade de Tecnologia Privada de Santa Cruz de la Sierra. This is still in Bolivia. So we are on to Chile. In Chile, for people that are living in Chile, okay, you're done with living in Chile, you don't like it, and you want to come over to Brazil, go ahead to this address, ask them, and seek for information about how you can get by with Selfie-Brás. Okay, don't forget, Selfie-Brás signifies certificado de proficiência em língua portuguesa para estrangeiros. I'm going to slow it down. Certificado de proficiência em língua portuguesa para estrangeiros. Okay, so there you have it. You have the email. We have the teacher responsible for the whole for this very these how do we I mean the word slipped through my mind. Talking about this very agency. Okay, so it is Professor Ana Elisa Melman. China. If you're staying in China, here you have it. This is the address over there. Okay, we have, and you will see that they all have Brazilian name. That is the reason why I said they are Brazilians that are being posted to go and over there. Okay, And then we have also another one in Beijing. Beijing is what they call Peking in Portuguese, okay? Universidade de Comunicação da China, University of Communication in China, okay? So here we go. We have the email of this very person that would attend to you, okay? And that's it. You don't have any problem. In Colombia, Instituto Cultural Brasil, Colombia, Ibraco, Bogota. So right here we have the professor responsible, which is the teacher who is responsible, Beatriz Miranda Cortes, okay, or Cortes or Cortes. So I mean, there you have it. You can go ahead and call or send email. She will respond to you. Okay. We also have another one here for Colombia, another option, and another option in Medellin. Okay. You can go ahead and send them email. Don't worry, this list is going to be down there for you to download. If you are willing to download it, you can have it for yourself as well. Okay. Korea do Sul. Korea do Sul is South Korea. If you are from South Korea and you are willing to also come to Brazil, this is a very good school for you to learn the language, Portuguese. Okay, Português para estrangeiros. Okay, Costa Rica. Here you have it. All the information that you need is right here. Go ahead and call them, fax them, or email. El Salvador, you already know. That's it. Centro de Estudos Brasileiro. Okay, SEBI. San Salvador, El Salvador. Okay, and you can go ahead and also email them and get every situation of yours rectified. Ecuador. Equador, Instituto Brasileiro Equatoriano de Cultura. You can go ahead and talk to Katia Silveira Salvado, okay? And she will help you. You have the email, you have every option that you might want. España, in Spain. If you live in Spain, the same thing. Right here, from those in Barcelona, okay? You have it over here, okay? You can go ahead and also get in contact with them. You have every option that you might want. So we have also right here another option in Spain, Colegio Mayor, okay? Casa do Brasil, Universidade Complutense de Madrid. This is, okay? So you have all the information here. Estados Unidos de America. This is United States of America. If you are in the U.S., okay, all you gotta go is all you gotta do is go to Harvard University. I mean, this is even the best thing for you that stays in the U.S. Imagine you want to learn the language and then you go to Harvard University and just enroll for this. Just by having this certificate alone, in fact, you are ready to teach Portuguese in any country in the whole world. Okay, in fact, I will look into this. I will look into this for my own personal self because I really want this for myself. And this will be nice. Seriously, I will want this for myself. Okay, so we also have in Florida in the United States of America. Okay, so the teacher that is responsible is Mary Risner. I mean, these ones are Americans. These ones are Americans. Okay, Clemency Petri. This person is a French person. You see, in fact, in the U.S., there are not even Brazilians that are there. Okay, so you're going to face an American over there. Okay, that's it. We have another one in Florida International University over here. So you can also go ahead and choose the country, choose the state that you're willing to get yourself enrolled into studying the language, and you're done. It's so easy. I mean, there's so many options for you. This is just like Tinder. You know, when you get into Tinder and you're looking for a girl that you want to get involved into. I mean, you want to get involved with. Relationship. You just go there and just keep sliding, keep sliding. And if it's a match, there you have it. Go ahead and date her. France, here we go. Universidade de la Sorbonne Nouvelle. Okay, that's too much for me. That's a mouthful of a name. Okay, so you have it, all the information that you might want, right, in English or in Portuguese. If you sorry, not in Portuguese because you don't speak Portuguese, English or French, they would understand you. But English is just what you should use. I mean, everybody speaks English nowadays. We have other options here for those that are willing to come from France. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going up. There are more options here for those that live in France. And don't forget, when you have the Brazilian passport, you have free access to France. You don't need a visa. So we have Guyana. Guyana is another option for those that might be coming from there. And then we have Italia. Italia is Italy, okay? So that's another example right here, Professor Louise Eloy Stein, okay? In Japan, Japan is what they call Japan. here in Portuguese Universidade do Estados Estrangeiros de Kyoto, Japan. If you're in Japan, here you have it for Selfie Brass. Don't forget, you can check on my video. Check my video, you would see it was a video I recorded 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, or three. I spoke about the program that brought me to Brazil called PEC-J. And after a year, I was inclined to write a test called CELP-BRA, Certificado de Proficiência em Língua Portuguesa para Estrangeiros. So that is these are raw information that I'm giving you where you can go and situate yourself. Do not spend money to any company that you don't know nothing about. They will steal your money, they will scam you. And I don't work with these people, so please, guys, don't come asking me for any vital information. No, what I can do is what I'm doing right now, and it's all for free. Okay, you can also go ahead and sponsor me if you are willing to help. Okay, through my PayPal that I'm just gonna put on the video. Okay, you see it's right there. Okay, and so you can go ahead and use that. I only take donations. I don't ask you for money. I only take donation only if you're willing, and you are not subject to doing that. Okay, you're not forced to do it. Nicaragua, another option for those in Nicaragua. And then to my people back home, Nigeria. Obafemi Awolowo University, Department of Foreign Languages, okay, Faculty of Art, responsible, Professor Felix Ayo Omidire. Wow, this is a Yoruba guy right here, Professor Felix Ayo Omidire. Okay, then there is the address right here, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria, postcode, and blah blah blah. He will teach you Portuguese. That's it. Go ahead and email him, and then you find yourself a deal. Here we have Paraguay. Okay, if you're in Paraguay, that's your address. That's where you want to go. In Nigeria, we only have one. In fact, the embassy in Nigeria, I think it's in Kofua Bayomi, in Lagos Island. Okay, so for Paraguay, and then we have Peru. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it together like this so you can see. Okay, you can go ahead and pause the video in case you don't want to go ahead and downloading this very PDF. Okay, we have another one for Peru right here, Centro de Estudos Brasileiros, okay, SEB, Lima in Peru. That's it. Polonia. Polonia is Poland, okay? In Poland, okay, if you're living in Poland, here you have it. Suiza is in Sweden, okay? In Swiss, sorry. This is in Swiss, okay? We have it here in Zurich. So another option right here, we have Suriname, okay? We have Uruguay. You can all just go ahead and just pick the address that you wish to, I mean, a country where you wish to go, Venezuela, okay? Esta es una información para todos mis hermanos de la Venezuela. And there you have it. That's just the last of the whole thing. That's the last of the list. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Like, share, and comment. And please, I need to hit that 1,000 subscribers. If you can go ahead and help me subscribe, please, this is going to help me a lot. I mean, that is going to motivate me more and more to making more videos, okay, like this. Thank you very, very much. Support us. You can patronize us. And until next time, take care of yourself, and God bless every single one of you guys. Bye bye.